kati Oboth talina kyagenda kukyusa.
Yep.
Naddala okuba nga ye bamuleese nga batumye mutume mutabani wa Museveni yasooka okumulangirira n'ekitaawe n'agattako. Siyo kati yazze kukola mirimu gya bakama be abamutumye, yazze kukola gya Uganda.
Under my leadership, we will cultivate a culture of absolute integrity and zero tolerance to corruption.
You have chief corrupt officers seated there. If you're going to make sure that you establish a culture of zero tolerance to corruption, that investigation and arresting of people will lead you to State House Entebbe.
Oboth Parliament babayagala agizzeeyo ku Parliament ey'omukaaga eya Wapakabulo James Wambogo yavanga Embaale. Yabanga ne Mercedes emu.
Oh, yeah.
N'omupoliisi ne dereva.
Yep.
Olwaleero Speaker okuva ku kiseera kya Rebecca Kadaga. Speaker bagalawo n'enguudo ng'atuuka Anita Among naye yakisikira kyabadde akola n'oluseregenderwa mmotoka.
Yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't care whether it's leader of opposition, whether it is a deputy speaker or speaker. We don't need. See, these people in the Museveni criminal regime are more about optics than the aesthetics of an office.
Newe banaleeta Oboth, newe banaleeta Semujju, newe banaleeta ani ng'enkola tekyuse bijja kusigala byebimu.
Yeah, you've got to change the culture. That's it. Brilliant.
So, abasuubira nti waliwo kigenda okukyuka, kiyinza kukyuka nti Anita Among abadde wakyejo ng'aliira mu ddiiro, bano bagenda kwevumba kisenge baliire eyo, nga teriyo abalaba. Naye ono yabadde aliira mu ddiiro nga wakyejo n'asiita n'ebigere.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
And yes, indeed, once again, broadcasting to you from these United States of the Americas. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching me and at whatever time you might enjoy this conversation. My name is Mordecai Murisa, and you're once again welcome to Mordecai Murisa. You guessed right, again, live. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I immensely appreciate that you're still here. And I am still here to present to you, to broadcast to you, to talk to you, and to discuss with you. Oh yeah. When you hear that beat, you know that we are ready to launch another episode of Mordecai Murisa Live Commentary. Hello. I guess you like the music, and that's why I said, now that I got you, baby, I ain't gonna look no farther. That's Philip Lucky Dube in the song I've Got You. And I said, now that I got you watching, I'm gonna play you that beautiful music, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, away from my niceties and my hoarse voice when it comes to singing, I lost my instruments in the lake. We used to hear people say, did you lose all your music instruments or equipment in an ocean? Yes, that's Mordecai Murisa for you. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim Semujju Nganda, the former member of parliament for Chila municipality, recently poured cold water on the expectations that Uganda's parliament is entering a new phase, a new era, simply because Anita Among is no longer speaker. According to the outspoken Ibrahim Semujju Nganda, it says that changing face at the top without dismantling the culture of excess and impunity really changes absolutely nothing. I believe 99% of Ugandans agree with him. The other 1% who disagree are Museveni accomplices, Museveni minions, Museveni lackeys, Museveni obsequious soldiers who are there to benefit from the consolidation of this criminal regime. So, speaking candidly about the rise of Jacob Oboth Oboth to the position of the Speaker of Parliament, Semujju argued that the only noticeable difference Ugandans may see is pretty much style, not substance. In his view, he said that while Anita Among was accused of flaunting power, as we saw her, not just accused, and living lavishly in a full public view, Oboth Oboth may simply become more discreet and how parliament's excesses are managed. It's not going to change a thing, zero. Now, not Semujju being pessimistic, this is how the criminal regime operates. Museveni changes faces, but because he lost the popularity and the love from the Ugandan people, he just rents love and support, loyalty, he buys it. Because without giving these people money, they're going to betray you. You're not going to have any person to help you consolidate the dictatorship. So Semujju suggested that corruption in parliament is deeply institutionalized. That's the problem we have. And that it cannot be solved through cosmetic leadership changes or public relations campaign, like we see, raiding the house of our speaker and taking some of our lavish vehicles. To him, the real test of Jacob Oboth Oboth will not be about the speeches like the one we saw him give at Kororo, but about accountability. And whether he's willing to do this to confront the culture of extravagant spending that has long angered Ugandans, that way to be seen. And so he suggested, he challenged the Speaker of Parliament to begin with symbolic but really meaningful reforms. For example, reducing the bloated Speaker's motorcade, many cars following you like you're going to heaven, abandoning this unnecessary luxury spending, and proving that public office is about service, not privilege. That's what we've seen with these Museveni ministers and other people. They look at service as a privilege. They don't consider service. So he says that if Oboth Oboth truly wants Ugandans to believe that it's all about change or change has arrived, it should lead by example and show restraint in the way how public resources are used. I'm going to go on and play you here. Let's go on and listen to this together.
Oversight, accountability. Omulimu ogukulu Museveni yagutwala budget kati abenarem bayisa wisa mukolo ne bwobabulira ebyenkanawa kati Oboth Oboth talina kyagenda kukyusa.
Yep.
Naddala okubanga ye bamulese nga batumye mutume mutabani wa Museveni yasooka okumulangirira n'ekitaawe n'agattako. Siyo kati yazze kukola mirimu gy'abakama be abamutumye yazze kola gya Uganda.
And you know, that is red flag number one. If you have Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the command of our defense forces, who shouldn't be partisan, who shouldn't get in elective politics, being the one announcing, oh, we have Jacob Oboth Oboth, that's a red flag number one. Oboth Oboth is going to be there to entertain and serve the interests of Muhoozi Kainerugaba and Museveni, respectively.
Hakati, niye ngero omuntu omukalukalu namulabye nga awa speech nga ngenda kukyusa parliament nwanyiso buli bw'enguzi. Bannayuganda njagala bamanyi nti sente z'omusolo ettunutundu erisinga obungi liriibwa mu butongole teribbibwa.
Yeah, corruption is institutionalized. It's not that people were giving out this money, you know, just for example, I'll give you an example of Matthias Impoga's 500 million shillings. It was institutional. They said, oh, it is institutional. Actually, it wasn't. That one was a separate arrangement. But most of this money is institutionalized. You can argue for it. You can say, see, according to the law, this is how much we gave ourselves, like, entertainment. Like, I think I showed you this. Let me go on and show you again. Like, where is it? This, there's nobody that's coming out to challenge this in parliament because it is institutionalized. So they keep on, they keep on multiplying it. They quadruple it from 108 to 443. You know, come on. Okay, let's go back to Ibrahim Semujju Nganda.
Parliament Oboth just kidde. Twakamala okugiyisa budget ya trillion emu ne billion 2. Kwezo kuliko billion 24 donation za kugaba.
What?
Bozigatta ku mutemu ogw'okugaba mu Uganda omwaka gwonna ogujja ziri billion 197. Museveni yagenda gaba billion 13. Parliament yagenda gaba billion 24 mu office ya speaker mulimu billion 2 ne million 5 za kugaba. Bomwita ku mukolo ne musanyusa n'abawaako ne deputy alina leader of opposition.
And that's what I don't like, because as we've said, this money is institutionalized. I would want to get even rid of that money that goes to the leader of opposition. I don't care whether it's NUP or DP or whatever. I don't care. We are a poor nation. We shouldn't be that extravagant. We shouldn't be spending money on unnecessary stuff. So I'm not here arguing that, let's get rid of this money that goes to the office of the deputy prime or deputy speaker and spare the next leader of opposition. Get rid of all those stuff. They're unnecessary. We are a poor country.
Mu budget ya parliament mulimu sente za entertainment and welfare kusanyusa abakungu bilioni 8. Mulimu advertising and public relations bilioni 3 n'ebirala. Kakati ebyo anaabikyusa Oboth parliament babayagala agizeeyo ku parliament ey'omukaaga eya Wapakabulo James Wambogo yavanga Mbale yabanga ne Mercedes emu n'omupoliisi ne dereva. Olwaleero speaker okuva ku kiseera kya Rebecca Kadaga speaker bagalawo n'enguudo ng'atuuka Anita Among naye yakisikira kyabadde akola n'oluseregende lwa mmotoka.
Yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't care whether it's leader of opposition, whether it is a deputy speaker or speaker. We don't need. See, these people in the Museveni criminal regime are more about optics than the aesthetics of an office. See me, I am deputy speaker. And that's why it is really foolhardy. It's a complete an exercise in futility, engaging in so many of the Museveni sympathizers. Because theirs is the worship of power. The moment you engage in a debate, they'll be like, do you know, Mordecai, you'll never be president. I don't care. I don't want to be president. But do you really care about what I'm talking about? I'm saying the president shouldn't be given all this money, shouldn't be stealing from national coffers all this amount of money. See, why do we need a motorcade for the leader of the opposition or the speaker? We are a poor country. Let us behave according to our standards. Oh my God.
Kati Oboth bonna mu lusegende w'emmotoka muyentena kyagenda kukyusa kubanga naye obulamu buli abwagala obwafuuka nga babeera mu ofiisi za gavumenti mubeera byakwejalabya. Emmotoka 8 naye ng'omuntu gwe bavuga ali omu n'abamuwerekerako nga gy'oli nti mukkuba atyayo abantu nga 20. Kati ebyo newe banaleeta Oboth, newe banaleeta Semujju, newe banaleeta ani ng'enkola tekyuse bijja kusigala byebimu.
Yeah, you've got to change the culture. That's it. Brilliant.
So abasuubira nti waliwo kigenda okukyuka kiyinza kukyuka nti Anita Among abadde wakyejo ng'aliira mu ddiiro bano bagenda kwevuma kisenge baliire eyo nga teriyo abalaba naye ono yabadde aliira mu ddiiro nga wakyejo n'asiita n'ebigere kakati obula bali mu bizibu Oboth bagenda kujja basirike kati kyagenda okuleeta mu parliament kusirika bevumbe ekisenge baliire eyo tiriyo kigenda kukyuka.
Yep. This is 100% no lie detected.
Mpaka nga Uganda yonna ekyuse nze nababulira mbadde shadow minister wa finance mu budget mulimu ebintu bigi ebiteekwa okuvaamu omwaka tulinamu trillion 8 eziriwa mu butongole entertainment welfare travel abroad
8 trillion shillings. Jeez.
Travel inland special meals and drinks trillion 8 ezo tezibbibwa ziriwa mu butongole buno babako bwe busamambiro naye abantu abasinga tebakimanyi anaakyusa ebina byonna okuva mu budget kubanga ku parliament singa waliyo emisaala gy'abaka ba parliament buli omu ne bamusasula nga teriyo ezo zakulya baali badde babbayo ki kiringa ng'ogenda mu ddungu ne bakusula mu ddungu era kyoyinza okubbayo naye bakuleetera ekisawo kya ssente kijjudde zino za entertainment zino za nankani buli anajja gye zirya ng'abaddewo bwazirya.
Exactly. And that's why you see many people who are incapable when it comes to leadership are fighting to go to parliament. Because to them, they're not going there for service. Nobody's going to hold them to account. They use that place, the August House, as a center to cut deals, to enrich themselves. And Ibrahim Semujju Nganda is 100% right, because I want to show you here. This was the orientation of the members of parliament. I want you to listen to this fake guy.
And I want to be honest on this.
Honest, not honest.
Request you, honorable colleagues, don't look at a speaker as a moving ATM.
It doesn't change just because you said that. It doesn't change. You change the culture. You change the law. Like, do you realize Thomas Taibo and Jacob Oboth, none of them is actually saying, oh, we need to fix this. We need to change this rule or procedure or whatever. No. They'll be like, oh, please don't come, here to beg me.
I want to be honest.
Chris Obore.
Because me, I had feared coming to office. You come to office, members have already surrounded you. If I don't have 10 million, 20 million, I don't enter office. I hide from you.
This was a
Each one
orientation.
of us,
Orientation of the new members of parliament.
we receive salary. Okay? I think let us really not behave as if others, No, let us all share our poverty, money together, but
It's the most boring guy. I don't have time for this guy. I don't know. So boring. What is he talking about? This orientation for members of parliament is like he's talking to his friends. Like there should be, you should have a speech. Oh, let's all together. Who went together? He thinks that's funny.
that business, that's what has caused us problem because you put us on
No. Look, what has caused problems because people beg for money? No. What has caused problems is because they have incapable leaders like yourself. That's the problem. Because they have people like you who serve the interests of Museveni, who don't care about the Ugandan people. You a mafia, a dealer.
much pressure.
Too much pressure. A leader who cannot handle pressure from members of parliament who come to beg for him. And why are they coming to you? Tell us. Maybe because you're cutting them with them some stupid deals?
I saw some of you have been talking, Tayewa is mean. Meanwhile, I've been giving 10 million on your functions.
So then you are the problem. Jeez.
I give 10 million and someone is portrayed as mean.
Like I said, you can go on and go. I think it was the commentary I made earlier. You can look for his speeches. He's always talking about himself. He's so afraid of something saying bad things about him. He's a leader. But all the time he's like, oh, somebody said this about me. Who cares? Thomas Taibu, ain't you an adult? Oh, somebody said this about me. That he's going to bring it in an official speech. They said that I am mean, yet I gave them 10 million.
Hey, where will I get that money? Won't I be forced to divert your money and I give it to you by other means? Kindly, let us support each other.
What do you mean support each other?
The financial pressure on your presiding officers, I request you bear with us. You bear with us so that we can now, instead of only those who can access me being the ones to benefit, we would rather have a system which is very clear on how each one of you can benefit whatever small it might be.
The system is already there. It is called salaries. We already have a system called salaries of members of parliament. We better have a system. There's already a system. It's called, at the end of the month, salary. We don't have to invent a new system. You just have to get rid of those bloated budgets. Get rid of those convoys, the motorcades you have. Get rid of that. There's already a system. We don't have to sit down and we have to invent a system. And they clap. What did he just say? Stupid.
You don't need it first come and beg me to be my friend. No, it should be through a well-defined system.
Through?
I think that will help all of us, really, to be objective, to be clear, not to look at this one as having, this one more kind, this one what? No. But all of us as respectful and legislators.
What?
So we've learned, I'm saying all this because I've shared with my senior from the lessons I've learned.
No, you just stole from the country just 2 seconds ago. You've been stealing. Lessons I've learned. No, you've learned nothing. You've been caught stealing. Oh, lessons I have learned.
Listen, that's the advantage of institutional memory.
He's got these terms. Oh, that's the advantage of the institutional memory. Okay, the institutional memory should have told you that there was a Speaker of Parliament in the 6th Parliament who was called Wapakabulo, who only had one car, one security guard. Institutional memory. These people just think that, you just speak this word because it sounds fancy. Institutional memory. No, it means nothing to you, Tayebwa.
And then please respect our staff.
There you go.
We have situations where members of parliament travel and they say, staff, book for us a car. transport, and you, a staff whom you've earned more than double of their per diem, you want them to pay for your transport. Some of the members, we borrow money from staff and we don't even pay, and they get scared, and sometimes they come to us. They say, but I borrowed my 5 million.
Now he's trying, his attempt to be funny. Listen.
What do I do? When I talk, he looks at me. No. So I hope that one will change. Finally, so we are going to put all money. I can give an example. In 10th Parliament, I traveled 4 times. I never went to the Speaker to ask for travel. It's my chairman of committee who would see that I melt it and I'm going to add value.
You melt
and
it?
Then
how would you melt it? I melt it?
He would put me on a list. So as presiding officers, we shall be clearing lists submitted by chairpersons, not by you who are good at lobbying. And reminding us how I fought for you, Taiwa, to go into this post. Now you have forgotten me. I never got any trip from you. If you come and you say you didn't travel, I will say go and ask your chairman. And then we shall require the chairpersons to declare those badges fully to the members.
This guy is so fake.
Because we also don't want a chairperson to travel 5 times. I know a chairperson who used all money for the committee for travel himself.
Okay.
And he lost an election. I know him. Members came and talked.
Like he's talking as though he's speaking to, to high school kids or primary 7 kids. I know, don't need to travel. That's a parliament. That's a deputy speaker. Like, so boring. That's the deputy speaker. Oh, be afraid of him, Mordecai. Do you know you'll never be speaker of parliament? Yeah. If that's what it is to be speaker of parliament, please, I don't want to be. If you admire that, that's the deputy speaker of parliament. Is that what you're finding to be or to get? Go on. Anyways, I wanted to show you that. That's Ibrahim Semujju Nganda saying, Jacob Oboth Oboth. I saw him giving a speech. I was really laughing. It's not going to do nothing. But I think I had a speech here. Let's go on and watch just a few lines from Jacob. Oh, did I save it? Yeah.
I pledge a corruption-free parliament. Under my leadership, we will cultivate a culture.
Look at Museveni, chief corrupt officer in the country,
Honorable colleagues, we are aware of what has been going through. I pledge a corruption-free parliament.
That's not going to happen. No.
Under my leadership, we will cultivate a culture of absolute integrity and zero tolerance to corruption.
You have chief corrupt officers seated there. If you're going to make sure that you establish a culture of zero tolerance to corruption, that investigation and arresting of people will lead you to State House in Entebbe. Are you going to arrest Museveni? Museveni is chief corrupt officer in Uganda. So, this is a lie, this is a veneer, facade, phony, pretense. Use any adjective you want to use, but they don't mean a thing. Let me know what you think. Mordecai, am I being pessimistic? Remember, I wrote a book about optimism. So tell me, be like, Mordecai, please don't be negative-minded. I will understand. Or am I just being real? Let me know. My name is Mordecai Murisa. See you. Bye-bye for now.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Marissa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.